everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new comedy series just dropped on Netflix. It's called Pentaverate and it is starring Mike Mayer, who actually plays 8 characters in this show. Michael Keegan Kay, Callie West, and this show is created and written by Mike Mayer. It's been long since we have seen Mike Mayer, so it's nice to see him back on Netflix with this project. And it is like kind of, it's not a sitcom, I guess it is a comedy series. And in this show we see Ken Scarborough. By the way, the Scarborough is a little place in Toronto. Like there's a small city, it's called Scarborough. That's so funny. His name is Ken Scarborough in the show. And there's a many Canadian joke in the show, which when Canadian will watch the show, they will get them, and probably also all the American, they will laugh at it. Some of these jokes are very funny. Like in one scene, this girl, she's a Riley. She plays Riley in the show. She tried to learn Canadian accent in this show. And when I was watching it, I was like laughing so hard again. Some of these jokes are very funny in this show, and Mike Mayer, who is a very famous Canadian, and he brings a lot of Canada joke to in this show, which is I liked a lot. Same time I was like, oh, you are putting Canada down. So that is like, because now you're all American star, you don't. No, I'm just kidding. Some of these jokes were hilarious and I found them funny. So in this show, we also meet Michael Keegan Kay. You know, Keegan Kay, who is like a famous comedian, and some of this like Key and Peele. There's a joke about, you know, how him and forgetting his partner, like the comedy partner, Key and Peele. That was a joke I really like. Some of these jokes are very funny and some of them are a little outdated, I guess, because this is from Mike Mayer, who hasn't been around. And here he was in the show. He does bring a lot of talk about diversity, white man joke, and I was like, oh, an old white man rich joke, and I was like, oh, these are like, it will piss some people off, but you know, on Netflix, you actually have to do a diversity show because a lot of their subscribers look like me. A lot of diverse subscribers they have. So, of course, they have to promote diversity. Nothing wrong with it. But this show actually tried to show you a lot. And this show centers around is the Pentaverate. Am I saying this name wrong? Might be I'm saying it wrong. Like this 5 guy, they've been controlling all these things since 1937. That is the plot of this show and this like society thing. But anyway, this 5-man community, and Ken Scarborough in the show, he's trying to uncover the secret behind this guy who's running things around since 1937. So, you know, he start investigating, and this show, it has a lot of like celebrity like guests. You will be like, like Ken Jeong, Lobro, and what is her name? This like a TV host. She's also in this show. A lot of celebrity stars. So I bet this show did cost a lot of money for Netflix to make. Well, I don't know if it will be hit or not. Overall, I would say this show, it is funny. Some part is very funny. Some part is like Mike Mayer joke, which if you like Mike Mayer, you like those jokes. But if you are not fan of him, it's still, I think there is some part you can enjoy. Like there is a lot of quote from Hilary Duff. In this show, like the show starts with a lot of quote from a lot of famous people. Like in one scene, I found it so funny. In the first episode is like there is one quote from Nelson Mandela, and then that next quote is from Hilary Duff, and I was like, oh, that is hilarious. There's lots of quote in the show also from Beyonce. I think Mike Mayer, he worked with Beyonce, so I get it why he put Beyonce joke. Overall, this show, I had a good time actually. I like it a lot. But there is some like, you know, extra jokey thing because that is, after all, it is a Mike Mayer show. You will get them and a lot of Canadian joke. So it's going to be interesting how Canadian people feel about all this joke. I thought they were hilarious. And overall, I had a good time watching it, honestly. I was really surprised how good, actually, enjoyable this is. And I actually really like Michael Keegan Kay. I thought he was really good in the show. He's always so good. He was really good. Overall, that's good. Okay, watch for me. And that's my thought on this show. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this show? And if you check my this review, don't forget to check out my other reviews on other Netflix show. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.